course, we're doing some seasonal. I cannot say. I want to see seasonable. There's seasonable vegetables out here on the Blue Max Terrace with the Chef Troy. So let's see them seasonable veggies.
They are seasonable. Well, two things, or really three things in specific: the squash and cucumbers. And this was part one.
Okay.
Part two, we're going to do, and about the beginning of August, tomatoes and corn. Because
Cool.
Right now,
That's
like
when
I
you got
said,
that abundance of it, and you're like, okay, I've done everything with it. I need some ideas, Chef Troy.
and as we've already mentioned, if you're not growing it your own, somebody you work with or a friend or somebody is going to load you down with squash and cucumbers. So what we've done, we'll get to some of the product we've already done, or some of the things we've already done. Now I started growing the vegetables in our last teas. That was squash and zucchini. Real simple. Oil. I use my spice mix. You can use salt and pepper. But you want to get a nice little char on it, cook them all the way through, but not until they're soggy and falling apart. So what we're going to do now, caprese salad is typically made
with tomatoes,
with tomatoes and fresh smoked mozzarella,
Okay.
but instead of that,
I actually know that.
wow, I'm actually pretty impressed that you do know that. So basically what we're going to do, and before I get into that, I got to show you this little trick. Now, fresh smoked mozzarella sometimes can be hard to cut. You're pushing your knife and kind of squishes it down. If you use one of these egg cutters, cut it up into a couple pieces, you just put it in there and it cuts it into perfect little slices. So just a nice little trick for you.
And it's not squishy.
And it's not squishy. Now, fresh smoked mozzarella doesn't have a whole lot of taste, so what we're going to do, it just tastes like milk. We're going to layer this in here just like we would a caprese salad with some roasted red bell peppers, maybe some more zucchini, maybe another piece of squash, another piece of cheese.
And of course, you're also getting some color here, because I know one of the things you always say is for presentation, you want to have some cool color stuff going on.
Have some color. Now, all capreses go with the pesto. We started that in the last segment
Okay.
too. That was the basil that we pureed. I'm gonna have you stir that up. I want to save that.
Okay.
Because basically you want to puree the oil. You start mixing it up.
Okay.
You puree the oil with the basil, the garlic, walnuts, a little bit of butter, and then you take it out of the food processor. And then you mix the cheese in. If you do it before and you do it all together, it's actually kind of gum up on you.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's why we do that last step with the cheese.
Right.
That's why
And
we
you
wait
did a
there.
great job there. Are you left-handed for real?
I am a lefty.
Because you look awkward to be left-handed.
No, I'm a lefty.
Oh wow.
I'm just awkward with kitchen utensils.
Okay.
I never work in the kitchen. I just throw meat on the grill. That's my only job I'm allowed to do at our house.
I was wondering why you were using the spatula backwards. that was kind of my point I was getting to. Now what I would do is I would just serve this. I'm not busting on you. You're nothing. Now I would just kind of serve that in the middle. Well, I kind of was busting on you just a little bit. Now I also made this into a pizza. Just pizza dough. Same concept. Roasted peppers, the zucchini, the squash. Now we got one little final touch to both of these, which
now,
is
if we don't have the awesome outdoor grill like we have here, any tips for putting that in the oven at home?
If you've got a baking stone, that's the perfect thing to use. If not, I would invest in one.
Okay.
Baking stone is the way to go.
And you can get one of those for what, 25 bucks, 30 bucks?
Yeah, right around there. And you know what? I've had one for about 14 years. And it's a nice thick one. I like the thicker ones as opposed to the thinner ones. So there's our caprese salad. So
Very nice.
now the other things that we did with the zucchini, we also made zucchini cakes. And that was actually a Parmesan and zucchini pan fritter that we did right on a griddle. That was just onions, some zucchini, a little bit of salt and pepper.
This is the one that Anna ate like 2 dozen of already, right?
I had 2 plates of these, and she keeps coming out here and eating them and everything. So now I just garnished with a little bit of sour cream. She really didn't eat that many. She had like 12.
And once again, showing I know nothing about food, is that amount a dollop? I always hear them say a dollop.
Well, my dollop may be different than your dollop.
Okay.
So, but a dollop will do you.
Dollop a daisy, dollop a do you.
So that was zucchini cake. This was our cucumber and tomatoes.
Anna.
Well, actually, our cucumber and feta salsa with our grilled chicken.
Once Anna pops, she can't stop when it comes to those.
And then the first thing we did was pickles. Real simple. All the recipes are on foxsharp.com. Click on the Rising tab. And, if you got any suggestions for more of these recipes, I'd love to hear some more because I'm tired of eating my own stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Chef Troy. Of course, coming up tomorrow on the show, I knew there was something. Wardrobe Wednesday, that's right. Do you know what we're talking about for that?
Craft Goddess is coming up. She'll be here tomorrow. And before we get to all of that, we're going to eat.
Let's do
Absolutely.
this.
Make sure you check out Fox News at 10 tonight with Morgan and Izzy. And then you got Matt and Ramona with The Edge. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 5.